They fired me for a rule they never taught. Oops. So I was working at this little convenience store for about 8 months. Nothing fancy, just a neighborhood spot that sold snacks, beer, cigarettes, and gas station level disappointment. The owner, Pete, was this grumpy dude who only showed up to collect money and yell about profit margins. Day-to-day stuff was run by Katie, the assistant manager, who was chill but had zero formal training, like none of us had. They basically tossed you behind the register and said, "Good luck, don't get robbed." One random Tuesday morning, Katie pulls me into the back office with this "I don't want to do this" face and hands me a printed out email from Pete. "Look, I have to let you go," she says, clearly uncomfortable. I'm like, "Wait, what? Why?" She points to the paper. Pete says I violated company policy about ID checks. Apparently, I didn't follow proper identification verification procedures. Cue confusion. I tell her I always checked IDs. Anyone who looked even close to under 40 got carded. I wasn't trying to get fined or lose my job, apparently. But Katie just kind of shrugs and says Pete's mad because the store got flagged by state inspectors or something, and someone had to take the fall. Here's where it gets sketchy. I ask what the actual policy is. Like, where's the checklist? Where's the training I allegedly ignored? She pulls out this dusty old binder from under a pile of paper towels. It's basically empty. No employee handbook, no checklist, nothing with my name or signature on it. I go, "Did anyone ever show me this process? Did I sign anything saying I was trained?" She stares at the floor. I press. She can't find a single training record because there weren't any. Pete was just trying to cover his own ass. Probably got a warning from the alcohol control board and decided, hey, let's blame the cashier. Problem solved. So I left quietly. No yelling, no drama. Cleaned out my locker and bounced. But I wasn't done. I went home, pulled up the State Alcohol Licensing Board's website, and started reading. Turns out, businesses that sell alcohol are legally required to provide ID checking training and maintain documentation proving it. And if they don't, that's a big, juicy violation. So I filed a complaint. Took me like 10 minutes. The form asked, "Did you receive ID training?" Nope. "Did you sign any policy acknowledgements?" Nada. "Can the employer provide proof of training?" Absolutely not. 2 weeks later, Katie texts me in full panic mode. "Dude, state inspectors just showed up. They asked for employee training records. Pete couldn't give them a single document. Not one. The inspectors found a laundry list of violations. No documented training, no signed policies, nothing to show that any employees had been properly trained on ID procedures. Result? Boom. Liquor license suspended immediately. No more beer sales, no more cigarettes. That was half their income. Gone overnight." Pete tried calling me, left 3 voicemails, all furious rants about how I ruined his business. Like, bro, you fired me for breaking a rule you never taught me, then got mad when that came back around? That's not sabotage. That's karma with a clipboard. And it gets even better. I also filed a wrongful termination complaint. Because legally, you can't fire someone for not following procedures they were never trained on. I had no signature, no documentation, nothing. It's like punishing someone for failing a test you never gave them the textbook for. So now Pete's short-staffed, out of liquor, under state investigation, and possibly facing fines. Me? I got another job that actually trains its employees, with better pay and free coffee that doesn't taste like motor oil. And Tyler, the other cashier, he quit right after me. Said, "If they did that to you, I'm next." Smart man. Moral of the story, if you're gonna fire someone for violating policy, maybe make sure that policy exists first.